What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Rec Report Revival from River's Edge Cutlery and riversedgecutlery.com. I'm Evan. We have
Riley Kent.
And
Lyle.
Welcome back, everybody. Today, we're just going to be going over some stuff that was new on the showroom floor. We're going to be going over if you had $250 as a budget, what would you get for your entire EDC? And then we're also going to be talking about some new acquisitions that Mr. Lyle got.
Oh boy.
So stick around. What do you want to start with, Lyle?
Let's talk about some of the knives I got from the floor, I guess.
Perfect.
So, Riley, if you're cool with being our hand model again.
Yeah.
This is the Benchmade Mini Narrows. By the time this video airs, it will have launched.
Sweet.
Hand that to you.
This version and the other version, or
The other version is out.
the other version's already out. The
believe
black
so.
on black.
Oh, no. There are two different versions of the Mini Narrows.
Are they both
So
dropping?
They're
on
both
the same?
dropping.
Okay,
I
awesome.
believe when we're filming, it'll be this week.
So there's that blacked out, murdered out version.
Yep.
This thing is super sweet, super thin. I think that's probably
It's
its
narrow.
claim to. Yeah, exactly.
Good call.
Sorry, it's a very narrow knife.
It's skinny.
Yeah, so this super lightweight, kind of an elegant EDC option.
Yep.
Really-
Titanium
Yeah,
and 20 CV
super slicey. I dig it.
and the pretty blue Anno.
I dig it. I really liked the original Narrows. I didn't have room in the budget for
Right.
the original Narrows, and
Right.
probably I wouldn't be able to get this one either. But just a really super slick
Definitely
release.
a premium knife. So we'll probably have some content out this week on that one.
And speaking of another premium Benchmade release,
Yes, sir. And this one, I really like this one. The colorway is sweet. This is aluminum, and I think they call it burnt brass aluminum, and M390 on the blade,
wow.
and also has some pretty blue Anno on the thumb studs and such.
Do you remember the year at SHOT Show where like the new wave of all the Benchmades came out when they just they did like the crazy color schemes on all their knives?
Oh, yeah.
Was that 2022 or 2023? I think 2022.
I was thinking 21.
Oh, was it 21?
Yeah, I'm not too
How
sure.
long have we been doing
it
this?
Could be 22.
That I just remember being super impressed with their with the new lineup and the color theory that they're rolling with. I just think they do really good color combinations.
All of the aluminum Benchmades come out so sick.
Yeah,
I like those a
They
lot.
do a good job on their milling.
I think the action becomes a little bit better with the rigidity that you get with the aluminum over the OG FRN or what do they
FRN.
call it? Is it FRN?
They have a name for it. I
The
can't remember what it
fiberglass.
is.
Oh,
yeah,
wait.
GF Grivery.
Gravery.
Yep, and then they have CF Elite on some stuff, which
You
I think
say
is just
Gravery, I say Gravery.
yeah. Well,
Whatever.
I've only ever seen it written. I've
right.
never actually heard anyone say it out loud.
It's funny working here and making all these videos. I'm like, hey Doug, how do you pronounce this? Hey Zach, how do you pronounce
Because
this?
Doug's the smartest person here, so
He
we
is.
almost always go to him. And then
He
lastly,
knows all the stuff.
a Kershaw.
I'm really digging these. The live wire, and I think that's a newer colorway, but they've been coming out with quite a few this year. But that really awesome purple is pretty sick.
I wonder what that's coated in. We'll have to throw up what that's coated in after we figure it out, because that's definitely not
Cool.
just straight anode, right?
No.
It looks coated. Like that color's too rich for it to be anode. You can't really see any of the texture of the aluminum underneath it.
Yep. And it's a great value. $240-ish for
Yeah.
most of them. Made in America, out the fronts, Magna Cut on the blade steel.
That was
Magna Cut, too.
Yeah,
Yep.
Wow.
I think it's one of my favorite releases. The live wire in general is one of my favorite releases of the last couple of years.
That's good stuff.
Yeah, it just adds a lot of value to the space. I didn't bring it up, but we can probably toss a picture up of it. I saw a TikTok earlier today, and then I saw it here in store. The Kershaw Bel Air. Have you seen that knife?
I have not.
Oh,
I don't think I've seen that either.
we have it here. I'll show you guys after this video, but super impressive. It's a little bit more expensive. I think it's around $150. So a more premium release from Kershaw, but it's interesting to see Kershaw kind of go in the more premium direction but they're still slotting under the zero tolerance prices.
They're doing some cool stuff,
Yeah.
for sure.
And they're nice, too. Like,
Yeah.
crazy nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll show you guys. It's an axis lock, a crossbar lock style knife. with a neat blade shape. I think you guys really
I
like
think
it.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of almost like a silvery tan handle scale with a black blade. Super nice looking knife. I was impressed when I saw it. I didn't know who made it until they said Kershaw. I was like, oh really? That's a Kershaw, but it's kind of a neat knife.
Yep.
But guys, I just wanted to get into it. Driving over here today, you know how I have all my best ideas when I'm driving. If you had $250 to start over and get a complete EDC, whatever you consider to be a complete EDC, whatever your lifestyle, whatever your job demands, what would you do? So I floated that to my guys here when I first got in here today, and we all went a different direction, which is kind of cool. I think Lyle's and I are a little bit more similar. Riley went a completely different direction. But do you want to start us off with what you do?
Yeah, for sure. So $250 in my mind, I was like, man, that's not a lot of money to play with.
Right.
But then I was shopping around the shop, and you can get a lot for $250.
Yep.
I went with the Olight Arcfeld Pro at this guy. I really like this flashlight. It's super thin, and the charging is cool with the magnet on the back. Has the laser. And then, of course, had to go with a knife. So I went with the Hogue Deca with the Desert Tan.
Yep, FRN.
Yeah, the FRN, and then we got the Black Blade.
MagnaCut.
Those are MagnaCut, I believe. Yeah.
Did you write down your prices?
Blade steel.
Yes, I did actually.
So what did your breakdown come to?
So the Arcfeld Pro was $99.99.
Okay.
And then the Hogue Deca was $138. I want to say it's $138.
Okay. So you still have enough money to go to Chipotle after this.
Yeah.
That's right.
Okay, so you
got lunch included in the EDC.
Yeah. So you have a little bit of extra cash floating around. That's awesome. So, pen, notebooks.
I don't often.
You don't need that for your
carry a
lifestyle.
pen notebook in
Okay.
my EDC.
This
It's
is
something I use a lot, but not something that stays on me.
Yeah, more of a bag or like just like an office, like something you have in there. Okay, so for mine, I went with a little bit of a theme. It didn't really start off that way, but then a lot of the options that I picked also came in this color. So I'll start off. I'll do the knife last. To start off with, I did the Surefire G2X in yellow.
Sick.
I've always thought this flashlight is so sweet, especially being out on patrol. I think it's nice to have. Well, obviously you need a good light, but it's kind of nice to have a light that's not black. Everyone's got black lights.
Yep.
And can kind of get mixed up. And if you leave something in the cruiser, it will be tactically acquired by someone else. You can leave money. You could leave $100 bill on the roll call table for 2 years and no one would ever pick it up. But if you leave a nice knife or a nice flashlight in a cruiser, you will never see it
That's
again.
really funny.
Like that will become someone else's.
Like some sort of unspoken code. Like
Yes.
If you leave it, it's mine.
Yes, exactly. But if you want to show that off to the camera.
They'd have a little harder time taking a bright yellow flashlight.
Yes.
Right. That's true.
But yeah, that one's a polymer body in yellow, obviously. I absolutely love that light. I don't have the yellow G2X. I have a black G2X. Super love that. Next, a little bit less exciting, but just a couple of Right in the Rain notebooks, also in yellow. Everyone knows these are awesome.
Yep.
Yeah, these are just great. So a couple of those, a little 3-pack for $10. The G2X was $80. I think I forgot to mention that. And this is kind of bothering me. This is kind of bothering my
Bothering you.
This is kind of bothering my OCD. But I have a Fisher Space Pen, who also make the Right in the Rain pens. So you really just need a good pressurized cartridge pen for when you're writing in a Right in the Rain, or a good mechanical pencil. Yes. So just based off of what they're coated in. But this is just a nice highlighter yellow click retractable pen with the Fisher Space Pen insert. But the reason it's bothering me is that yellow doesn't really match my other yellows. So I think in actuality, I'd probably get the black version of that just because it clashes a little bit. But I had to keep the theme going.
And yellow and black kind of goes.
Yes. Yep. And that's about a $23 pen, so don't lose it. Finally, I have the Spyderco UKPK, or the UK pen knife, and this one is in CPM MagnaCut. Ooh. So I've never been a huge slip joint guy, but just based off of the way that the choil works on this knife, it would be difficult to cut yourself even if you were to close this knife on accident while using it. I think it represents a really good value, especially for the steel you get. This is about $110, $112.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Man.
So I think I have a pretty complete EDC here. I think if I were to add this to my duty gear, I'd be pretty well equipped out there. But
High vis.
I wrote it down, or I took a screenshot of it. I think mine came in at like $240.
Dude, nice.
So, even less.
You got room for Chipotle too.
$226.
That's 2 burritos.
$226.25. Well, the way the Chipotle prices are going right now, that might actually just be one. That might actually just be one lunch in there for $24. If I had a little bit more, I would have added a little yellow Swiss Army knife to the list, just to add a little bit more capability with the tweezers and the scissors.
Nice.
Little bit driver, but yeah, that's what I got. What you got, Lyle?
Okay, so I went with a theme as well.
Yes.
And I'm with Evan on having a pen. This is a Fisher Space pen, and I'll go ahead and pull out the Write in the Rain pads because I picked those as well.
Nice.
I'm a notebook guy. I'm always writing in my journals and stuff. Kind of nerdy about that. And I went with all black stuff because, I don't know, it was easy to find for one.
Yeah, that's an easy theme to stick to.
Yeah. So this is the Olight i3T. I actually have one of these. I do actually own some of this stuff. So it's kind of cool. And I'll save my knife for the last two. I like a good fixed blade.
Yep.
And the Mora knife Eldris is just pretty sweet. I don't actually own one of these yet, so I might buy this today and have one to take home. Also blacked out. Not blacked out on the blade, but and then the Spyderco Dragonfly 2 in Warncliffe. Love this thing.
I think you're pretty well sorted there.
I think
you got a lot of stuff.
So this is $80. This was 30. The flashlight was 30. These are 10. This is 40. And this is 27. So I didn't actually add it all up because I can't do math that fast. But it's under 250 somewhere.
And you think you have money for lunch?
I think I do. And we're getting tacos later, so I think I got taco money.
Habanero has those $1 tacos.
That's it.
No, that's what we're doing.
That's where we're
You
going.
can get a lot of tacos.
You can get a lot of
That's where we're
food for
going.
not that much money.
And they're very good. So yeah, let me get declutter now. But yep, went all blacked out budget.
Guys,
Pretty cool.
hit the website. Let us know what kind of EDC you can rustle up for under $250. I think next week we'll up the budget.
That'd be fun.
Should we do 500 next week?
That would be pretty cool.
Okay. All right, guys. So let us
In a way,
know.
that'll be harder because there'll be more choices.
Yes, yeah. The knife choices will definitely get.
Yeah.
You definitely can get a little bit more of a premium knife offering, but I think we all got really nice knives.
Yeah.
For the price.
And in this economy, I mean, come on.
Yeah, you have to.
You gotta think budget. Yep.
So, guys, what are we all carrying today?
Today I switched it out a little bit. Still rocking what I can find in Dad's safe, but I've got the Benchmade Mini Crooked River.
Look at that.
This
Those are
knife's
pretty.
pretty sweet.
That is still one of my favorite Benchmade knives of all time,
Yeah, that's cool.
especially the mini. The mini on the Crooked River is still a relatively full size knife
Oh yeah, for sure.
because the full size Crooked River is massive.
Yeah.
It is massive.
Yeah, those are pretty big.
Are those still in production? Do you know if those are still on the website?
I'm not too sure actually.
I would hope so because I think that will the commenters will let us know. But that's for sure one of my favorite Benchmates of all time. Anything else?
That's all I got today.
Awesome.
That's about
What do
it.
you got?
I'm doing the Microtech
Nice.
SOCOM Elite. This is a manual with a liner lock.
You've had that knife for a few years now, haven't
Yeah,
you?
I love
remember
this
when you
knife.
got it.
I love this knife. I got
Ooh,
this
nice.
one. This was the last, and I think they only brought one. This was like from SHOT Show 2020 or 2021. Just bought it off of display on the last day of Blade Show.
Yeah.
Absolutely love this knife. You show the people over there.
Yeah, I remember you
That's a
filming
cool
a rec
one.
report, and that was like when you first got this.
It's definitely full size. It's a
Right.
little bit overkill for today, being off today, but it is an awesome knife. Super durable, great ergonomics, but I absolutely love it. No watch today, No flashlight on me today.
You
I don't know
are
if I've
chilling
seen you
today.
without a watch.
But at least I brought a knife this time.
Didn't have to borrow one.
Yeah, I didn't have to borrow a knife this time. Lyle, what
This
you
is
got?
a pretty easy place to borrow a knife from.
Yes, yeah. There's always, and you can
bunch
always
of
buy
knife
something.
geeks around here. This is a Hinder Eclipse 3.0.
Nice.
And this is a cool knife because this was actually a gift from River's Edge Cutlery and a good friend of ours, Jamie Mallow.
Love that guy.
He saw me oohing and awing about that knife on my YouTube channel one time. I was doing a little shop tour here, and I was like, "Dude, I think I want this knife." Well, somebody bought it, and I think they returned it, and then they gave it to me.
That is a
What
super,
a really cool gift.
super, super sweet. I like the way that they do G10 on both sides on this one.
Yeah, the pop when you hit that,
Yeah.
Mhm.
man, that's sick.
Yeah.
I love the finish on the titanium as well. I kind of wish you could see more of it because it looks so cool.
Yeah, that is a great knife. And again, even though there is a larger version of the Eclipse, this is still
It's a good size.
relatively
Yeah.
full-size knife.
Pretty sweet.
I love that.
So that's what I'm rocking today.
Super
Little
smooth.
Kentucky blue.
Yeah, have to.
Yep. Love this thing.
You're always buying blue knives.
I like blue. I do like blue.
And is that a new acquisition up there for you?
It is. I sold 3 knives to purchase one.
What'd you sell?
The Counter-Strike, a Hogue Counter-Strike,
Nice.
a Chickadee,
Okay.
and honestly, I'm having trouble remembering the third one that I sold. It might come to me, but yeah, this is my first full custom folding knife. This is a 3-leg dog. He is a maker out of South Africa, along with some awesome other makers that are coming from there. And this is just so smooth and drop shutty and whoops. Oh, it's butter. Yeah, it was expensive. And we get these in from time to time. He sends us batches of them. Yeah, be careful.
Yeah, I would definitely injure myself
It
if I had
will
this knife.
guillotine you.
That's crazy. You got to get out the way.
It's Magna Cut. Whatever magic he's got going on for that, the action that thing has is just partly the heft of the blade.
Sure.
It's a pretty big blade, but man, it is so smooth. Even his smaller ones are very smooth. And as I mentioned, he's from South Africa, and we've got a lot of other makers that are, Chris Reeve was from there for sure. And then Johan Vanderwalt, who works very closely with Rian from 3-Leg Dog, we get his stuff in as well, and it's awesome as well. It's so good. I think we're getting a new shipment in from him like the end of next month, maybe.
That is sweet.
Good stuff.
Incredible fit and finish on this.
Yep.
And we were talking earlier, I think my favorite part about this, just being a super nerdy guy, is the lockup's completely solid, bank vault lockup, but then no lock stick
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
at
crazy.
all. Like, it just feels like it was never even touching the blade when
Yep.
you sweep that liner lock
There are,
aside.
titanium liners in there, so it's
That's
very premium
crazy.
knife.
That bolstered look with the carbon fiber and the G10 is
Yeah, it's
so,
so cool.
sweet.
I love when they do the belt side in the opposite way that a belt would usually
Yes.
go. So that's
Yeah.
all hand done.
Me
Yeah.
too.
Sick.
That looks so good.
That's a pretty knife. So yep.
So that I think that was definitely a worthy purchase.
Think so.
Definitely a worthy safe,
trade.
Yes, a safe clearing purchase.
Yep.
Mrs. Lyle, if you're watching this, it was essentially a trade. He couldn't afford not to buy it. He actually has fewer knives than he did beforehand. So
I do.
this is all great.
It's like a downgrade.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Sorry, honey.
So the last video, we were saying we're gonna send a little care package, a little sticker pack, and whatever else we can find to throw in there.
Yes.
Did you pick a winner?
Yes, we just we said that whoever got the most votes, the most likes, Facebook likes. Was it Facebook? No, YouTube likes, whatever.
Same thing.
Same thing.
They're all owned by the same people.
Yeah. So we had a winner. His name is or his handle is Bad Ombre 8383, and his comment was an 87 Buick Grand National and a Spyderco C01 worker, which I believe is the first Spyderco with a pocket clip. I think.
Yeah,
It's something.
Yeah, something. I know it's definitely one of their iconic models.
I had to look them up because I wasn't sure when they were made, and the first one I think was made in like 81. So this is an old knife, and the I'll throw a picture up of one because that's a really unique pick, and the car is a classic. I mean, that's awesome. American Muscle for sure.
I like the connection that the car and the knife could have been made in the same year.
That's true.
That's
wild.
I didn't think about that when I was making my combo, but I like that. I like that connection. It's kind of like a little snapshot in time. So Bad Hombre 8383.
Yep.
Go ahead and send us a message.
Yep.
We'll get your address and we'll send you out a little care package.
That'd be sweet. Yeah, a little swag bag, some stickers and stuff. Also, a thing I thought we could do for next week, do the same thing, a little swag bag for this, is I'll take pictures of my carry pick and Evan's carry and Riley's carry pick, and then you guys vote in the comments which one you like the best and why, and whoever has the most interesting, I don't know, comment or something, we'll pick a winner and send out another swag pack.
He's so much smarter than us. We're over here thinking. I'm already thinking about lunch. Lyle's over here.
I like giving stuff away.
He's devising some master plan. I love that.
Yeah, so we like to do giveaways.
We'll lay out a picture, like Lyle said. Go ahead and let us know who's you like the best and why. Whoever has the most likes on their comment will be the winner.
Sounds good.
Awesome.
Sounds like a plan.
So, guys, let us know down below what your $250 budget EDC would be.
Yeah,
I always like
sick.
seeing a total on there. So go ahead and audit yourself.
There you go.
Put a total in there and see if you have enough money
Does
for
tax
lunch.
count?
Also. No.
These are tax-free shopping.
Yeah,
days.
this is a duty-free question. All right, guys. So thank you so much for joining us once again for Rec Report Revival. We'll see you guys in the next
so
episode.
much fun.
See ya.
All right, see you guys.
Peace out.